From its mayor to its fervent fan base, Seattle is already a hockey town. Seattle, Friday night is Hockey Night in Kent, Washington, an industrial town located 19 miles south of Seattle. It's pub night at the Showware Center, where fans can snag 10 tickets, 10 beers and 10 hats for $220, but most people at the Seattle Thunderbirds WHL game against Kelowna are here for the promise of seeing the next big thing. The Thunderbirds have a good track record. Last year center Matthew Barzal was skating circles around opponents here. Now he's a leading Calder Trophy candidate for the New York Islanders. At least 2 fans at the Showware Center are sporting Barzal's number 13 Islanders jersey. In fact, the concourse is littered with jerseys of other WHL alumni: Ken Daneyko, Tyler Johnson, Shea Theodore, Brooks Lage, Duncan Keith, plus a smattering of random allegiances: Nathan McKinnon, Chris Letang, Jack Eichel. One day, says Chris Simmons, a consultant and Seattle resident who is at the game with his 2 sons, we'll have our own pro guys to be proud of, and we'll represent. That's the hope, at least. That hope finally feels tangible. At December's NHL Board of Governors meetings, Commissioner Gary Bettman authorized an ownership group to conduct the season ticket drive in Seattle, invited the city to apply for expansion and set the fee at $650 million. It was a stunning development, if only for its expediency. 3 years earlier, at a previous Board of Governors meeting, Bettman only invited Las Vegas to run a season ticket drive. The other steps came later. Sources say Seattle's ticket drive will begin in February. The goal is for a new franchise to begin play in 2020-21. But you can forgive a fan like Simmons for exercising caution. Despite Seattle's rich hockey history, the Pacific Coast Hockey Association's Seattle Metropolitans were the first U.S. team to win the Stanley Cup, in 1917, when they dispatched the defending champions, the National Hockey Association's Montreal Canadiens. The NHL has only flirted with the city for decades. Ownership groups surfaced, then disappeared. Arena bids sprouted, but never blossomed. The NHL spurned other logical favorites, such as Quebec City, and added Las Vegas while Seattle still waited at the altar. In all of this time, that the city managed not to get a team? Says Jeff Obermeyer, who authored the book Hockey in Seattle. It doesn't make much sense. Then the Oakview Group swooped in. Led by investment banker David Bonderman, Hollywood producer Jerry Bruckheimer and Tim Lai, a former Los Angeles Kings and Toronto Maple Leafs executive, the OVG presented a $600 million plan to remodel Key Arena, the one-time home of the NBA's Super